Welcome everyone and welcome to All In, All United.
Remember the comment you made?
I got some bars to these.
Run Ryan.
And everything, you have players out there.
I think the fellas are taking more serious.
What grade?
That one had to go.
Yes. Because at the end of the day, right now, Manchester United are
I'm feeling like a Manchester United supporter tonight, boy.
I mean, we go take it. I mean, another good night. You know, we can't be mad tonight. We happy. You know, we clean sheet. You know, 3 goals scored. I mean, what more could you ask for? You know.
And they could have split piano.
Well, oh gosh. You like my background?
Are they hearing me? Cutting my internet real play now this evening.
Yeah, we hear you.
They're sticking.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
buffering. You're buffering.
You're buffering.
Are they
Looking
hearing
like
me?
stuff.
You're Nicoin tonight.
You're moving like stuff right now.
Like who? Lion?
Like Scott.
Nah, dog. What's that? That was the greatest thing happened today. Scott wasn't on that pitch, you know.
Yeah.
Why? What's with Dan Go? If I know we were getting, but Dan Go is a better player than Scott McTominay earlier.
Yeah.
Dan, I don't know how people don't rate that youth, you know.
I know it's only Palace, and I know it's Palace third string maybe, but just,
Nah, that was the third string.
I've taken Dan Go over Scott McTominay any day.
On the inside, right? Are they hearing me good and thing? I still
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff using green.
You not hearing me over?
Cool, the final is still coming across the lady. Alright. I hear it loud and clear, but I don't know what's going on with my internet tonight.
Okay.
Anyway, so fellas,
I
welcome
wonder-
to the program All in All United.
I feel when Marshall score, Kareem jump
Something
up so
alright.
much that it not get messed up. You know,
Listen,
all that jumping up he was doing.
It should only box. Yeah, it should only box. The router mash up.
listen. When he scored, I put it in Manchester group. Well, Reem bad tonight. And you know the funny thing is, just before he scored, I had tell Reem,
I want to
I
know
want
when
him to score.
tell me when I'm good. Tell me when I'm good.
Yeah, we hear it.
No, but I think he delayed still.
You know, internet. What kind of dial-up internet is that?
Yeah.
He's stuck.
Like it has some issues with the internet tonight. Like, you're back.
Get back.
You're
Nice.
back, but you're buffering. He's sticking
Well,
in
send
our
up.
way.
Since you taking 10 minutes to get to we,
God, when I
send
want
your
to
question
let
now.
This is what my internet doing, my boy.
I said the internet know why. The internet know why.
Hear about Marshall.
Yeah.
Nico, I'm gonna reset my box. Organize until I come back.
All right, cool. All right, guys. So while Reem's getting his stuff sorted out, today, you know, we were getting to it, and we were getting to each of us how we felt today's performance was. I know, again, I would say it was a weakened Palace team. I guess Palace can be too much weaker than that, to be honest, because now they have a big squad. But what my initial thoughts are definitely this was the best game of our season so far. I saw the intensity from the start to the finish, even in 90 plus 3. You see, we wanted to score goals, and the architect just asked for, you know, we just asked for, all right, we are 2, all right, let me go for the 3rd, let me go for the 4th, let me go for the 5th. And today I saw that, you know, the team was relentless today, you know, in and out of possession, you know, and I think today's performance was our best for this season. Chef, what do you think?
Yeah, Dan, I with you on that. It was by far the best 90 minutes I have seen in a Manchester jersey. Boy, going back to sometime last season, they will give us a 20 minutes, maybe a half, but to put together a proper 90 minutes. And as they rightfully say, it was only Palace, a second string Palace at that. But listen, we could only be two in front of us, you know. We play Burnley weekend and make Burnley look like if that was Bayern Munich. So
True.
we could only, but that being said, it was I don't know about you all, but it was a marked improvement on everything. You all watch how busy we look. Whole
Yeah.
game,
For the whole game.
whole game. We
The whole
look busy,
game.
busy. We was harrying. Um, no pun intended.
Where,
Nah, I
where
feel
going up?
That's a safe. That's
I
in
feel that
place
was
for
deliberate.
it.
I feel that was deliberate.
Mm.
But Dan, we was harrying down, man. We was listen when we fighting for the second ball, when we not letting men get settled at all. So that's all we can ask for, you know. And I sorry, but no matter who the opposition is, that's the basics. All you're
Yeah.
asking for is some intensity, some hey, we come here, we playing at home, like we show, like we impose ourselves. Okay, we playing a team that lower than us, then let we show them here what, or you have no right to be on the pitch with us today. And and this is what we did.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
So I know later on I guess we will talk about individual players, but today was an all around good team performance.
Yeah, I know Lion going to almost say the same thing, right? So I'm going to parallel spin before I come to Lion. I know it may be too early, right? Because we maybe have some of the same questions, but this marked performance or marked improved performance was without two of our best players or two of our as because Reem fight
Supposedly.
because we fight with Reem last show, eh? You know, we fight with Reem last show, with Bruno and Rashford, right? So Lion, you know what I mean? I way to factor in that with how we look today, especially with those two key players for us missing.
Well, we look more like a team. I mean, had no forcing the ball, had no slowing down the play. Everybody looking for a pass. We look more like a team, and this is what we want from Manchester United. We don't want the hero ball football. It does work sometimes, it does work all the time. But everybody was looking for the ball today. And that's all we ask for. We just ask for a team performance going forward and defending too. Because we real hustle today. We
Yep.
real hustle today. Palace couldn't really stay on the ball for too long. And that's all we want.
True.
Right?
Yes, Simeon?
I mean, like what Lion say. I mean, it was glaringly obvious, that they weren't there, and how the ball moved around from side to side. No one tried to put Rashford in. No one tried. Rashford wasn't there to, I mean, Ganacho go try a thing, but Ganacho ain't go force too much. You saw Ganacho measuring his attacks and moved the ball around. The right side was very good as far as crossing the ball. You see a balanced attack, and Martial was in front, moving the ball along pretty well. I think just the movement, simple thing, let the ball move
Yeah.
people around. I mean, this is what most teams, the good teams in the league do. I know it's Crystal Palace, but we've fallen against worse sides. We've lost. We do act like we can't lose to a string Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
It's not our first string anyway to begin with, but we have lost to worse sides, and the fact that Bruno and Rashford are most perhaps talented players, I won't say best players, most talented players were there, who weren't there, and we played this well, shows them that it's more about the football that we play and than the actual, player. We have to focus more on our ball movement and our attacking routines than just trying to throw past 2 or 3 men and shoot to the angle. I think the first goal was a good example of if you pass the ball, if you have that much possession and you move the ball around, you get a simpler shot.
Yeah.
In the middle of the goal
Mhm.
to finish, to score first and get ahead. And once you do that, the game becomes much easier.
That is my point.
Yeah, for sure. Right. So we have some comments on the. I didn't log in, so I'm unable to pull up the comments. Right. So I'll just read out some of the comments. Good night, fellas. Right. It's Keaton Niles. Right. Is Lion I seen on the podcast tonight? Yeah, for sure. Anderson, hey, good night, man. Good night, gentlemen. Amrabat is a player. We were talking about Amrabat. Dion, hey, good night, man. What going on? Right? Good night, guys. Good night to you as well. So Kieran and Dion on the YouTube side and Anderson on Facebook, right? So the guys in the comments as well, let me get your thoughts on what we just talked about in terms of Rashford and Bruno not playing today. And as the guys, Lion and Simeon, what I said before, the team played as a team. We saw teamwork today. And, let me know if it is that going or with Bruno and Rashford sitting and watching that maybe you could say, hey, you know what? Maybe if we play a less selfish game, maybe we could look better as a team. Yeah.
Let me say one more thing to that. Like the balance was just better. The balance.
Yeah.
You have Hannibal, who is a better tackler than Bruno. He can move better than Bruno. You have Garnacho, who the coach makes sure and tell, hey, it's not about scoring. You have to get back and defend too. Yeah, I think Garnacho has a tighter leash as far as, defending than Rashford does. I don't know what that dynamic is with Rashford and tracking back, but I feel like Ten Hag wants to make sure Garnacho does a better job than Rashford does. So I just felt like with Hannibal, Garnacho, Mount, the balance was so much better than it normally is.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. So kind of touching back on what Anderson would have said, right? So Anderson would have talked about Amrabat, right? And Amrabat came onto the pitch and he started in the left back position, but early in the game you saw he drift into the midfield and playing like an inverted left back type of player.
And we went to 3 to the back.
I see Amrabat tackling a man all on the right side. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But the thing is, Olia, is it that Amrabat moving in the midfield with that ability he has with Casemiro, even allowing Casemiro to roam a bit more, would that in itself would have highlighted why the team looked so much better and just not having Bruno and Rashford, because now we have 2 more or less quality midfielders who could do the work, right? Well, I mean, specialist type players that would have maybe allowed, the forward players to look better. What are your thoughts on that, Chef?
Yeah. I agree with. Listen, I don't know again, but all you don't find as Casemiro just look light today, boy. The man look like the Casemiro we signed last season. The man was playing very attacking, but and as you rightfully say, because you know what, he had proper coverage with Amrabat. Not even I'm using Amrabat, but let me give a shout out to the defense because the defense was looking real sturdy. I don't tell you, but I wish we had Varane some years ago because Varane is a class player. He mightn't have the speed that he once had, but then football IQ and knowing most importantly, how to organize a defense. That man have that. And that showed today on the pitch, because imagine we started with one formation and we was able to interchange from 4 to 3 in the back. Seamless. So yeah, Dan. But I'm about, yeah, he's a real one. And let me be real. And
Right.
hey, Remark.
Yeah, we come back.
Okay,
Right. So before we Remy is
Okay,
still delayed,
okay,
but
good.
you gotta take it too. Right? Right?
I
So
think he a little better.
yeah. Reem, we asked a question just now, right? And we asked if it is, or why we looked how we look. Is it in any way, right, attributed to Rashford and Bruno not on the pitch, right? And we also added that maybe Amrabat coming into the team and providing that quality in the middle of the field, allowing Casemiro to play a more freer role, if that would have helped in us looking better while allowing the forward players to more or less free themselves, right? So we have some comments, and I asked all of the comments to comment as well. So if you could get you some of the comments around that, if you could pull them up. I don't know on this idea.
You read any of the comments at all?
Yeah, so I reached by after Anderson, more or less.
Amrabat is a player.
Yeah.
Nah, lower down. They say Dion, we look like a team today for a whole game.
Okay. All right. Thanks, fellas. I don't know what's going on with my internet now. Arun on the inside, good night, man. Thanks for joining, buddy. Lynchy on the inside,
Lynchy.
good night to you. Yeah. He's saying here late, but nah, man, yeah, that about tonight.
Yeah.
Anderson saying here it was good we were able to rotate and still have a good performance. Yeah, facts. Dion McDonald on the inside. Alright. He's saying I think Rashford and Bruno can get more rest and allow us to explore more tactics, which obviously benefit the team. However, it will be a process. I don't know how much I'll remember the last podcast, but Nico said we can't drop Bruno, right?
No. We talk about it, eh?
No, man.
Talk about it.
No, man.
We talk about it. We talk about it.
He did talk about it. While he was running by a lot too much to pay internet.
Kaden said here, Rashford and Bruno needed that rest, and they played 90 minutes 90-minute games in 7 days, so it was needed for them. It was needed for the team too.
For the team.
All right. Dion saying here, Rashford can bench and earn his spot. He is too comfortable and needs competition. Dion, I don't know if you saw the last podcast. I was saying that, but it had other people on the panel.
We say Rashford. Yeah, we say Rashford there, but we say it's not Bruno, and I'm still sticking with not Bruno. But on today's performance is that. None of us miss Bruno today.
Alright.
None of us miss Bruno today, but I think I rested Bruno could add a lot to this team still.
Fine. But the point I was making, and I don't want to go back too much, but I just want to drive in the point I was making. Right?
No, and I. Anyway, go ahead.
But saying the team cannot play better without Bruno, and I'm telling you, this is the best the team has played in a long while.
And we said that.
They hear that comment and they say, hold my beer.
They're also saying here, Amrabat is doing for Cassie what Cassie did for Fred.
You going again, boy?
Boy. But here it is, right? I don't know what points I'll cover so far, right? But question. Was it that we were so good or Palace was so bad?
I think it's a mixture of the two.
Yeah.
Because, I think Palace didn't know what to expect from us, right? And then we were so good in handling the ball that we more or less had them in a shell shock. Because they come out second half, they come out a little better second half, but it was done too far gone already.
Yeah.
We built a lot of confidence, so it was too late for that.
Reem,
Yeah.
here's my thing, as Lion rightfully say, it's probably a combination of two. But Jen, this is my quandary. Is the basics we was doing better than? No, it's the basics, the moving the ball faster, the off. This is I just watched this part. I don't know if I find I just watch this more than anything. What Mendes do off the ball when we don't have possession.
Yeah.
That we was real busy. So I am saying that it don't matter who's the opposition. This is how you're supposed to be playing. So I don't know if men now get the memo that there is footballers who getting paid a lot of money, but to do the basics of football, which were done better today, make the whole footballing picture just look better.
What do you think, Simeon?
I mean, I agree. Like I said, I was telling them that the balance was so good on this team today. We talk about my biggest thing today was seeing Aaron Bat play. Like, so much of this season depends on if he could protect the ball and carry the ball, and that's one of the best things he did today was protect the ball and carry the ball. So all these little, I mean, Palace was not great, but you look at these things as far as how it's gonna help us for the rest of the season. Like little things, like if he can do it today, he can do it nowhere else. But you saw the class today. You saw Aaron Bat doing what he does, solid. You saw Casemiro like he played like he did last season. You saw Mount finally look. You saw a little glimmer.
Finally.
Yeah. So all these little things, for we've been in dark ages for weeks now, if not months. Watching our team get injured, play like crap, get beat up. Press fans, press and other fans, they looking at us like we ain't nothing. We got beat down the last few weeks, so you kind of wait. I was kind of just waiting for a sign that we will be, we'll come back and we'll be better. So I saw a few signs today, from this team that, it mightn't be Saturday, it mightn't be, this next few weeks, but really better once everyone gets back. So, Ten Hag, he has a light to the end of the tunnel. So.
You know what I'm saying, right? I think, because I've been saying it for like a couple of games bar the Burnley, we have always started games pretty strongly, all right? We've started games really, really strong. And what I think we were saved of today was that one mistake to cause everything to capitulate. We didn't. We actually play football for longer than 30 minutes without a mistake. All of that's commendable, right?
Yeah, and we take our chance.
Yeah, and that is the next thing, Chef. We took our chances.
Yeah.
Right? We took out, and that is what we've been saying. The team has been missing for so long, We starting games strong, right? We creating chances. We're not putting it away. Then a mistake happens and head drop. Tactics, game plan out the door, and well, it's
mad scrambled.
Yeah, until full time, and then we come in here for therapy sessions. All right.
Yeah.
So the fact that the team, and then the next thing on top of it too, the players had a point to prove. This is how I interpreted my
the team who was out on the pitch.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right? Those guys had a point to prove because and I'm talking about the ones who were more on the fringe. You're talking about Pelestri, Martial, Garnacho, Maguire, yeah.
That's not Maguire.
Mount too, as much as
correct.
Question mark over Mount, and I guess even his confidence a bit checked as well.
Correct. So. And then you have Amrabat now. Correct. And then you have Amrabat now coming in on his debut at home, wanting to make a good impression. So
Yeah.
the team today that was on the field had something to prove. They had something to show, as opposed to probably, and there's not me judging nobody else, but I just felt before, like some of the selections, they didn't have nothing to play for now, boy.
Yeah.
Now
You could see it in the
this
body language.
this could give motivation to the others, because as we all know, from past experiences, when Bruno miss a game, Bruno coming back to proving it.
Yeah.
So this could only work good for the team. But and this
Marcus
is what I was saying, Rashford as well, and this is what I was saying, we need competition within the team. Men can't feel that my position sure and secure, anybody could get dropped. Right? And that's why I'm so glad that for one time in so long, we second string team, if I could call it that, actually played better than the first team. And I think you were saying it through preseason. The second team was playing better.
Preseason we did. The first team, the second team, for the first few games in preseason was better.
Yeah.
Yeah, the youngsters.
Fellas hungry, you see. They're hungry.
That
We need hunger.
You watching, we talk about players having something to prove. You see Hannibal, here's why I said I need to have plenty and he want to show it. Remember, Hannibal has been touted for years, that. Since he was in the young sides and them, Hannibal was supposed to be a big player, The progression has been slow at times, but I'm watching this youth play today, and the way he does cover ground and get into tackles. And yes, Dan, that's what you want in your midfield.
Yeah. It's a play when one of the Crystal Palace players break through the center, and you had Garnacho, Hannibal, and Mount behind that man. Remember that play?
Yeah. Yep.
I think the midfield balance was excellent today in terms of energy and quality on the ball. Right, and that was really impressive.
I think that is what we have been missing: quality in the midfield. You see that? To me, that is what we have been struggling most for this season. Quality.
What I would say is we were rushing the football too much.
Yeah.
The players could play, but it's always get Bruno. Let Bruno look for Rashford, and then Rashford jockeying down the line, slowing it down, passing it back.
Like we had no other tactics.
We didn't have any other tactics because those fellas could play. But it's just a rush ball.
And one more thing, that right side, I feel like we ignore that right side so much because Anthony wasn't there, and then when he played, he like to cut in. I feel like we need that width that we need with Palestri. That whole right side be more wider, so when you cut back in and you cross the ball, it's more space to get a ball through because them other fellas be trying to score from that right side.
How about Dalo do pretty well.
Dalo had a big game.
And his defending really improved too.
For sure.
I'm gonna get some comments on how we go talk about the Amrabat, because he started on paper he was playing left back, but we all realized he was only left back when he was defending, right? Let me get some comments. Anderson saying here Casemiro played like he knew he didn't.
Maybe I guess he didn't have to be doing sprints whole game.
Well, yeah, and there's a time because Casemiro, correct.
Casemiro looked relaxed today.
Yeah. Lynch is saying here this was the first time in a while we've controlled a game. For the full game. Let me say for the full game, because in previous games we controlled the football, and we took our chances early, right? Correct. Kaden on the inside, he's saying Mount was very good today. Nico, I have a question for you.
No problem.
Rate Monk first half for me.
Mount to get a 6.5, boy. Next.
You wicked boy. You did not make 6.5, boy. Damn, wait. You're so much
Hey,
You don't like monks.
hey, nah, no, Monk, no, what I saying, I not that biased in terms of, what, or cynical to say, well, I do like a man, I do like a man. If I do like a man, and the man prove me right, Jed, I change my tongue. Many years now, I change my tongue quick. This week I saying something, and next week I waxing lyrical. You understand?
Yeah, but don't you get him at 6.5, boy?
No, for now.
For
No,
now, the
no.
game
Yeah,
was
Don't
actually,
relax, you
so,
Actually, all we might say is this, the rate him today, you know. We
no,
ain't
what I
talking
said,
about
right?
going forward, just
Chef,
today.
Chef, yeah, all right. So when you have kids, right, they just tell you, it's never tell your child when they get all correct. Oh, you're so intelligent, you're so brilliant, because they don't get solid and they wouldn't work hard now.
But
6.5.
you're not
Right?
hearing the comments.
You know, hear him, right?
You're feeling what
Right?
the podcast or?
Six
You
and a
see,
half.
you see,
You never
you
know.
see,
6.5.
he
Right? Yeah,
is
more to
one of them.
prove.
He's one of them parents and
Right?
them go be a millionaire. And when it's time to
Listen.
leave money for the children, he will leave $1,000 for them and say, I make my money. So you have
Yeah.
to make yours.
Right?
And they have start with 1,000.
No, I
Wicked man,
say,
yes.
you get all correct, but I want to swell ahead too early. The work now starts,
Yeah.
You did okay, but the work now starts,
Yeah,
and now and that is why I saying about Monk. You did
I can
okay,
give
but
him, I
the
can
work
give him
now
a set
starts.
on that.
The work
So
now starts.
based on today, just today alone.
I ain't getting more than 6.5. All right, 7. 7 good enough?
But what Nico, and this is just for Nico, earlier we will move on after. What about his performance, warranted the 7? That you didn't see
No,
before.
7 is a good score. 7 is a good score.
Yeah, but what about
7
his
to me,
performance, give him the 7, that you didn't see
I
before? Yeah.
I think the discipline and the balance that he provided in the midfield, I think that alone that we have been missing. I think for me, because I know, as I was saying from before, I think our problem was the quality in the midfield, the quality on the ball in the midfield, the technicality of the midfield players, and I think he brought a bit of that today, right? And I think that what we have been lacking for the season, and I think he brought some of that today, so that is why he got the 7.
And I think he did his job. He did his job well.
He did.
So that means Nico, we could. Yeah. So that means Nico, we could rotate Bruno and thing and.
Yeah, Bruno. Yeah, I tell you that Bruno could get rotated for Mount. Didn't I said that? Bruno could get rotated for Mount. I said that.
Partner. Hi.
Anybody could. Anybody could back that.
We go check. We go check VAR. We go check VAR.
All right. It's on record.
Dion saying here, Martial to the world, the man ball today. Oh, yeah, here now. It's been a while since I see Martial press and run and work so hard today. Watch me. No, the man work.
Yeah, you look around.
Yeah, that was telling you the man real work today, boy.
Oh, yeah? And I'm saying this and I don't mean no disrespect. Martial does go and have sex before them game and them. I'm telling all you.
That the weekend game. So any week you don't get nothing. Now I look fresh.
Yes, today he didn't go and do nothing since last week. So he had all the energy. I can't tell you the last time I see Anthony Martial run so much.
He does move like Raymond to that time.
No, but what's the man press me and I'm telling you,
so
I knew he was gonna score. I knew he was gonna score because of how I see he was playing today. You understand?
He deserved to score.
In the game, players wasn't playing selfish. You understand? So I had a feeling at some point he'd get a ball.
Big to big. That was a well taken goal, eh?
Quality goal.
Quality strike, dog. Quality.
High quality.
Back on the left with Hoyland on top. And I want to see that. Because he's not selfish. He's not a selfish player. He'll pass the ball. I want to see that.
Yeah. But he apart from the industry, the man link up play, hold up play was sweet. When Marcelo ran for me, he's one of the best players out there, dog. And watch my Hoyland, watch yourself, dog. Watch yourself. 75 million. Nah. No,
But you know what?
no, big to big.
Tonight,
Big
you
to
know
big.
you.
Big to
Go
big.
ahead, my brother.
No, but
Wave your pom pom. Wave your pom pom.
This
Wave
is,
your pom pom.
but this is me being reasonable, right? Big to big. Marcel in this kind of form, Hoyland had to come on for 30 minutes games, dog. Trust me.
Nah, but that ain't happening, Rim. That's not happening.
Well, let me see.
That's
see.
not happening because you know why it's not happening?
Why?
You know,
Because you spent 73 million for Hoyland?
No, because you have to manage Martial.
Yeah, well, now I
You
say
have
we
to
go
manage
manage him. But
Martial.
what I'm saying
Yeah,
is,
so that why it's not happening. You just talking hypothetical here, but that's not happening.
Reem,
Martial get 50 minutes.
I'm being serious. I don't want Martial starting, you know. Regular, you know.
no, he had a start game, chef.
Nah, don't do that.
Thing.
Because I don't
But
want
I'm
to
telling
play
you,
football season, you know. He could start in the cups and them.
no, he's a starter for we big games, right?
Nah,
Oh god.
I'm telling you, don't
Nah.
worry about injuries now, man. If the man could play and play 70
yeah,
and come off after that
yeah,
and recuperate
one
and get
game,
ice bath after game,
Reem.
Hoyland play 15
How many
minutes now,
years?
man.
ball out
How many
and
years
don't
now
worry about
Martial at
it.
Manchester United? How many years now Manchester United?
Hey,
Wait,
hey, Reem.
they dig up the hyena. They dig up the hyena from Old Trafford. Eh?
I want to know. Reem, go to my that now.
When last he play a full 90?
That's a good answer, Reem.
You man can answer that.
He Googling right now.
Nah. I mean, Riemann,
Oh,
Riemann,
Shit.
nah, man, Riemann
Let's see
wrong.
him.
Like, nah, Riemann, you ain't wrong. I mean, like, Martial. The thing about Martial is he was never a bad player. Like, once he in top when once fit, 3 years ago, once last time he was really fit, he was scoring all kind of goals for us. But there's the injuries that messed him up. And the issue we have now is that Holland is not, recognized like, veteran striker. Like he has a lot of things he's not good at yet. Link up play is not great yet. His finishing doesn't look too. I mean, he doesn't have a lot on Martial. He might, might have a better potential, than Martial. But as far as what he can give you now in that position, there's not a lot. I mean, and that's not good for us because we are United. We need a big striker. But of those two options, Martial might be, when fit, ahead of
when fits,
Holland.
when fits and in form.
Hoyland was bought early be a bit part player
project.
for now on.
A project.
Yeah, Hoyland
Yeah.
was bought for the future.
Yeah.
But remember we talked about this last podcast. Yeah, he was bought for the future, but we right now need a 20-goal striker.
Martial making it easier for him to play.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Rishi, thanks for joining, man. He's saying we had runners, we were pressing. Guys impress rather than be pressed. Facts.
True.
Yep.
All right, Dion. Yeah, Dion saying here, guys, whilst we understand Crystal Palace is not Man City, we cannot deny we played and controlled the game. Yeah, agreed.
We do what we're
during
supposed
the
to do.
Exactly.
Correct. During the team training prior, they focus a lot on quick, clean passing as well. Yeah, you can see if that was the case, then you see it. You saw it today because
Passing was
crisp today.
crisp.
Yeah. We're just seeing here men finding each other when passing is like they were thinking with one mind sometimes. Yeah. And the team good boy. Christopher on the inside, thanks for joining, man. He's saying I tell you about Amrabat. Man is a baller. Right. His son saying here, we didn't switch off after scoring the first goal. We actually scored again to take the game away from Palace. Ten Hag looking like he will get a headache to pick team. That's a great headache to have. Yeah.
That's it's supposed to be.
Yep.
Christopher saying here, Marcel FC is back in business. How you mean?
After one game, buddy.
Now we not. It's
Them
not
fellas-
just one game.
Yeah, remember
It's
them
not just
fellas
one
taking
game.
when
No.
they get that taken
No,
up,
it's not just one game.
But they
It's
don't
a
really get regular.
performance.
They don't get regular
It's a
when they get that milk
performance.
kit.
No. What I'm saying, it's not just a game, it's a performance.
All right,
Of
performance.
a top player. You understand?
Right. And I agree with you there. But me, Marcel, Dan, call me Marcel hurt me too much time to get carried away though. Too much. So when Marcel could do this 5 games, and I'm not even saying 2, he could do this 5 games in a row, and he don't have to score, but just offer something.
Yeah.
And
No, but watch
and
me.
then-
After
they go take him back.
that,
And they go take
after
him back.
that,
Yeah.
no, but yeah, after that game against Bayern, when I see that little cameo, I say, wait, now my boy come back already, boy. Ten Hag just said the other day, you ain't fit yet.
But what? You're gonna see all of this today. And then they're gonna hear Marshall and Jordan training.
Yeah, after that performance today. After that performance today.
We are accustomed to that kind of thing.
No, but you don't be surprised. After that performance today, you might hear he injured for the next game.
Yeah. I mean,
Lion, just stop all the heavy vibes now.
I don't want to.
Let me not put that in the angel.
No, but that history, but they really don't put that in the out there, but ooh.
I just want him to be fit
King
because he's a good player.
Yeah. And it could be a good option to have two. I don't mind having Hoyland and Martial,
Yeah.
Yes.
Rather than injured Martial and Vegas.
No. We don't know injured.
Let me don't go back there.
King on really pretty inside. Good night, man. He's saying here, Amrabat had more touches than McTominay for the season so far. I ain't doubting that.
Agreed.
Even if it make up, I ain't doubting it. I'm taking that.
I'm looking for the stats. I'm looking to confirm that.
We can
I buy it whole. I buy it just as I get. I buy it and I'm selling it the same way too. Yeah.
I watch Amrabat bounce off a man like if the man is nothing, dog.
He's a beast, man. He's a real beast.
I say, wait.
Well, yeah, but for some reason, players just come United in a certain form. And after that season, you don't know if it's the same player.
You're not putting that in the air.
But so far, Casemiro...
Relax now, negative Nancy.
No, but so far, Casemiro kind of working again. He doing well.
He started to back himself.
Casemiro bounced back so far for this season.
Yeah. Christopher saying here, once Martial fit, he should be all starting forward. Hoyland is still young at 20 years and he shouldn't be carrying no attack. I agree with this.
But that
Marcel, under all Jones, if Marcel is fit and playing, then having Marcel start and up to about the 65th, 70th, and bringing on Hoyland to run at a tiring defense could never be a bad.
That's not a bad thing, and that's what happened today.
And I saying so too. But
only if it's a fit. Only if it's a fit and balling.
But where you see today, Chef?
Yes.
Where you see today?
What I see today.
Right.
I was that for 5 games. Straight.
You're getting that.
Nice.
Right. And he coming out of the dugout.
Like you call him Rim. He say he gonna be good.
Out of the dugout into the veranda. And until the next 5 games,
just send him. Just send him the memo. Send him the memo. Brother man, wrap it up before games. After games, you can release. That's all we ask.
Davian on the inside, good night, man. He's saying the man, the legend Martial. I know that's sarcasm. No, I ain't buying that. Right? The other thing here, Hoyland is more direct striker, whereas Martial uses the pockets and has a nice touch. And I think in an interview, even Hoyland said that Martial more technical now, but he will go for duels and that kind of thing. Right? Davian saying here, Amrabat made Casemiro look like he's in his younger days. Right? And Wing House, yeah. So fellas, let me talk about fellas, let me talk about not Casemiro, Amrabat. Right? Because a lot of us at the start of the game would have been disappointed when we saw a team sheet and we saw, Amrabat lining up to play left back. Knowing traditionally how the left back display, we wanted to see Amrabat in midfield. And the man ended up in midfield. How was that possible, fellas? What happened with the team shape that allowed Amrabat to be in midfield? I don't know if anybody would have picked up on.
That's a modern style.
Yeah.
The wing back does tuck in. So that's the modern style. So not because you see it so on paper, it's supposed to be so.
I think I think as well the amount of possession we had and how much we were dictating the ball allowed that naturally. I think
Yeah.
if we were under pressure, we didn't have possession, then we wouldn't have seen that. But the mere fact that we were controlling the game, Palace barely had any attacks going forward. I think it was so easy for us to do that. And maybe that was a tactic as well from Ten Hag to say, hey, as we settle into the game, Robert, I want you to go into the middle and provide that extra protection through the middle. Because I thinking about it, even during that period, Amrabat was in the middle of the field. Dalot was still making his runs. So which means that Maguire and
Lindelof.
Varane.
Sorry.
Maguire and Varane was doing that job in the back now. So I think that tactic worked well today.
I think the balance, like you had so many players there that could do both attack and be defensive minded, like be good tacklers back there. I felt like the balance of the team allowed players to interchange back and forth. You have Dalot who play either side. Palacios going to work back and forth. You have the one stayed up like we did before in attack for counter attacks. I just feel like the balance of the team. You have Mount and you had Hannibal in there. I feel like you had more players you could trust to fill in spots when someone moved, they could fill in. So I think it's the personnel they had on the field too that helped that be possible.
Yeah.
How long we look like we had 13 players on the pitch? Yeah, very long time.
Hey, big up to the goalkeeper today too, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when he was called Laporte. Yeah, then love for one, he look like a proper midfielder.
How much years now we asking for Lindelof to play midfield?
Nah. Chef, let me do get ahead of ourselves now. The man come on and he look good today.
No, we didn't ask him to play.
I know we say that, but I don't think he should be there. He looked good today, but I don't think he should be there.
But here I say,
to be quite honest, go ahead, Reed. No, I was saying. You go, bro.
It's on a play today with Lindelof and Lindelof was playing on the left. He played into Marcel and Marcel game a 1-2. And he just overrun it. If that was a regular, that would have turned into a better chance, huh?
Yeah.
Now, Reem, that ball wasn't good. No,
that was a quality ball.
No, that ball wasn't good. That ball had a little too much of pace.
That was a quality ball.
The idea was a quality idea.
That was a quality ball. That pass had too much of pace on it. I ain't anyway.
No, that pass had too much of pace.
Nah.
It had too much of pace. Regular wasn't.
I'm telling you, if that was regular, he was taking that ball in stride and scoring.
I'm not taking that. I taking that.
And that would be a goal and assist for Marcia.
No. I'm not taking that. That ball had too much of pace on it. But it was a good idea. It was a good quality pass. But just or a quality idea. The execution was good as well, but I started a little too much pace on the ball.
I don't think that Nico watch it back now. No, watch it back.
I watch it. You watch it
once. I watch it back. Watch it back.
Because you watch it. Remember, you watch it hoping that the man can get the ball. But when you anyway.
Go to Chef. What was you gonna say?
I was saying I done, and this is a discussion we've been talking for years now. In my opinion, though, Lindelof is a better possible midfielder than a centre back was. That is just my opinion, and I quite have done. When we searching, all right, let me ask you something.
Chef, tell me you could be a better midfielder than Scott McTominay, and I will tell you yes.
We agree with that.
Right? Tell me you'll be a better midfielder than Scott McTominay.
Okay, right? Then you can know about to ask you.
And I would agree with that.
If you play Guy or Scott McTominay.
There's a no-brainer. Scott McTominay is a cone.
Well, with everybody coming back, we're not seeing Scott again, right?
Nah, Scott is that.
Who vex? Nobody vex there.
I'm real happy.
Yeah.
It's gonna go in January, I feel.
Davian saying here the backline was constantly interchanging. They confused Palace and Mount was dropping deeper times. And I think this is what would allow, Amrabat to be moving up the pitch, because it's like we always had somebody covering his position. Right?
Yeah.
If it's not Maguire who pull, you would see Mount go there, you would see Garnacho drop. So we always had players covering. And I think somebody mentioned it. What was a benefit for us doing that is the fact that everybody in midfield was mobile and you had everybody committing to defense. You understand what I'm saying? So you can afford to take them kind of risks when you know men will, put a body on the line and will recover to try to get back the ball. There was one ball in the first half. I can't remember who it was, but they played through. It was a run with Maguire. And Maguire's slow. So the ball went past Maguire and the player was running, Mateta was running on it. And then I think that's when I can't remember who did recover. I don't know if it's Mount or one
I remember the play.
Yeah.
I was expecting Maguire to get beaten.
But he get beat, the ball beat him.
No. I mean, he get beat on the pass. He get beat on the pass. So on the recovery, I thought he was gonna get beat. I thought that man was gonna, it's my body fake, and he died so like a goner, right? And the man, but he surprised me. He surprised when I think they didn't dive in. I was surprised.
Boy.
Davian also saying here, I worried about Lindelof in that CDM role. He could get outrun and out-muscled. His distribution is good for the position though. Alright. Guys, so let me look ahead. Right now, we hyped on today, and rightfully so, because we defended we Carabao Cup title, a pretty good performance, a lot to talk about, a lot to feel good about. But now Crystal Palace coming back to the Theatre of Dreams on Saturday, right? I anticipating a totally different game, right? What kind of would Ten Hag stick, or would he change? And what changes would you make if you were in the hot seat?
He changed on that side.
He changing that side, but he want to nice. Go ahead, Lion.
Reguilon gonna be back. Lindelof and Varane, Darlow. I'm not too sure if he will start Amrabat. He might start him with Casemiro and Bruno. But Rashford coming back.
What going on with Reguilon?
I think he was sick, and I don't know. He played a lot of football too in the past few games.
After not playing football for a while.
Yeah, I think he'll start Martial in this game too.
You think so?
Yeah, I feel so. I feel he'll start Martial. But one thing I don't want him to do is put Bruno on the right and start Mount.
Nah, I don't want to see that.
But knowing Ten Hag, he might just do that.
I hope not.
No, it is that Ten Hag have a job cut out, because after seeing how the team played today as a team, worked as a team, and then you're going to bring back in some of the parts that wasn't working like that now. So he have a headache to try to transfer this game into the next game and the performances of this game into the next game. Because
that's what we want.
Because to me, Reguilon gonna come back, right? Which hopefully, right? Which is a good thing. But then you have in the midfield, you have the Amber. I think Amrabat should start.
Yeah,
I mean honest.
Amrabat should start in the midfield.
And to me, that could be a straight swap, more or less, like we say with a Scott McTominay, right?
Right.
So they are straight swaps. So for me, Amrabat coming into the team. But for me, again, that my problem is, and I'm going back to Reem point, after seeing today's performance, my problem is that Bruno Rashford combination,
Yeah.
and I think that is where it's going to fall long. And I've been honest, you know what I mean? From seeing today's performance, I think that is where it's going to fall long.
Bruno going to come with a different game. He going to come real hungry. for the
Yeah.
next
Yeah,
game.
but it's who he playing. It's who he playing with too.
I
I
think
think
it would be Bruno. It would be Bruno, Amrabat, and Casemiro.
well, I hoping so. Honestly, I hoping so. And
William,
then who's that? And then
Garnacho for Rashford.
and I
No,
do think Pelestri going
I
to
don't
start.
think he will start. He
At,
might start Hannibal on the right.
Might start Hannibal.
he might start Hannibal, but
Hannibal had to
I
be
don't think Pelestri.
Hannibal
I
had
don't
to
think
be
Pelestri going
started,
to play.
but that's the next thing too. I can't see him starting Hannibal on the right.
But
So
he's
So
not going
that,
to
then
put
that would
Pelestri
be
on the right.
so that's why I was
He's not going to
saying.
put Pelestri on the right.
That's why I was saying
why
he
not though?
may put in Bruno on the right because he
The
likes
mere
No.
fact,
to do that.
the mere fact Pelestri play 90 minutes today earlier, he not. I would be surprised. Honestly, I'd be surprised. Could Monk play on the right?
He could play on the left.
He can play on the right too.
There's a problem. Yeah, so I think Ten Hag have a problem. I think Ten Hag had to figure it out. You know,
He's the
you know what he's
coach.
doing. You know what he's
Gotta
doing,
figure
but
it out.
but is it going to work like how it worked today?
It
Play as
ain't
a
gonna work.
team now.
Nah, I think
You know?
I think Ten Hag I think he's gonna look at this Premiership thing differently. I think he's gonna look at it like, you know what? I don't care about how your team look. I want points. So he could put out the most, solid team he have. He could put out his home run hitters, Bruno and Rashford, and he could play a solid team and hope to score and then hope to score at least 1 or 2 goals and be solidly back. So I think you'll see Arabat, you'll see Casemiro, you'll see Mount on the right, you'll see Hoyland,
Rashford is the left.
Rashford on the left. I think you're gonna see a solid team, like a solid experienced team. That's
Unless,
not
Who you think in front?
unless, you
Hoyland
go
or
back,
Martial?
unless you go back with that 4-4-2
Uh,
diamond.
Yeah, I don't see him play starting Martial twice in a row. So I think he'll play Hoyland.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Marshall
I
is
think
due
so.
to play, but I think he has a good rhythm going. He should play, but I don't think he's gonna risk playing Marshall twice.
He
Or
might
starting
just
twice.
he might just go back with that 4-4-2 diamond.
And then if we have Bayern the week after,
Nah,
No, I think
we
no.
not bad.
Galatasaray.
That's right.
that's right. So you see, and and don't doubt if you might see Martial starting in Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah, possible.
And then we should have Mano should be coming back around that time too, right? He probably don't start training, right?
The midfield finally start. We finally started to have players, boy.
Reem quiet on this one. I want to hear Reem on this one.
No, I do. We don't establish that Ten Hag have the players he trusts. So Bruno gonna come in and Rashford gonna come in, and I think the 2 players who gonna get sacrificed is Pelestri and Garnacho. Right, Garnacho and Pelestri not gonna start, and Bruno and Rashford on the bench for Premiership game. Alright, that not gonna happen. As much as I would like to see how this team would fare again, to see some kind of continuity, right? That not gonna happen, right?
But who you go put on the right? So you put Bruno on the right.
Yeah, Bruno go play on the right.
Or
Right,
Mount.
but no, but watch what happened
Mount
today.
play
Yeah?
that attacking position.
But watch what happened today. Yeah? I don't know if I realize how much movement and swapping places,
That's
especially
the
midfield players
thing.
it had today. So you see Bruno, Mount, and Hannibal. I think those 3 will still start. Right?
Yeah.
I would like to see this same little experiment with this guy
Amrabat.
from the left back into midfield. Possibly Martinez being there instead of Maguire, so you have somebody quicker, somebody a little more competent, playing that kind of position next to Varane and Dalot. So I don't even mind not
Might start
seeing.
Lindelof.
Yeah, no, but I don't even mind not seeing Reguilon come Saturday if he's still a recover or whatever, just to see this experiment happen a little more, right? Knowing that Martinez going to be there, possibly, and then you have Hannibal, Bruno, and Mount. That could be energy and quality there, and then you have Casemiro and Amrabat. That could be real good, and then you have Rashford there to provide width as to where he was getting from Garnacho today, and I think after today, Rashford have a point to prove. So I hope it direct him in the right direction and not to be selfish, right? But to be a team player.
But
And
then
Bruno is the man captain. Right? So I think that will happen, and I agree with Simeon that I would start Martial, right? I don't think he will start. Right? And I cool with that.
Especially with Champions League the week after.
Yeah.
I don't think I anything to do with Champions League, to be honest. But
And you have to watch all them things.
no, I'm not saying
Yeah, they keep
not
Martial
watching it,
fit too, huh?
but I think still
And to keep him fit.
I think still the focus is improving form in the Premier League.
In the Prem. Fair enough.
Yeah. But I mean, I'll be honest with you, fellas. I would have liked.
Yeah, this man on this whole internet.
Yeah.
This whole internet, boy. Your internet back?
Yeah, break up. We didn't hear that thing.
The last point.
I would have liked to see Ten Hag trust this group again Saturday. You know, just fix up the back line.
Let's see.
Okay.
I think Rashford's he talked about he working with Hoyland, like trying to get a
Chemistry.
idea. Yeah. So I want to see if that how it works out.
I feel Martial have a better chemistry with Hoyland. I don't know.
They never play together? How you do that?
No.
I think you watching Martial's style now, and then Martial could pass the ball properly.
The quick touches.
Yeah, Martial could.
Martial is a lot more unselfish player than Rashford.
More intelligent than Rashford.
Yeah, Rashford was a chuck and
He
run.
would look for that pass. As much as he liked to score, if he see the opportunity to give you a nice pass, he's going to give you the pass.
Yes. So he had the quality to do that. I don't think Rashford had the quality to do that.
Yeah. But then you have to watch that Rash had his speed.
He likes to take too much responsibility.
Exactly.
And he don't need to. Just play the game.
Just play your football.
Yeah.
You don't have to be no hero every game. Play your football, play within a team, and see what happens.
Exactly, I agree. Know when to shoot, know when to pass.
That is all.
Know when to dribble.
That's how men was just looking for the extra passes today and I keep on saying this, anytime Garnacho really start to score consistently, it's trouble,
Yeah.
Because that is all he's missing right now,
I agree.
Because he's always in position to score at least once every game. And there's been hitting some madness. But he take a goal today.
Well, he's intelligent too, He passing the ball when he needs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's really intelligent.
Yeah, Jesus actually on the inside, and he talking about he saying love seeing the youth today. Yeah, we saw Dan Gore, Hannibal,
look good,
Palestri. Yeah, everybody look good. All them fellas
everybody look good.
But that's the things all we could do when we put away games. And we keep saying that we say that since last
Yes.
season. You put away the games, and other men could get opportunities. So,
and men don't have to come on under pressure. Men can come on and just play football.
Yeah, play the natural game.
And other men could get the rest that they need.
Rest.
You don't have to bring Bruno on. We don't have to bring Rashford on today. He wasn't forced to do that now. And I think that's good. And I think already squad depth looking a lot.
Yeah, it coming to come.
You could say, well, yeah, boy, I could make some changes now with confidence. So we're to wrap it now. Get some closing thoughts. Looking ahead to Saturday.
All right. Again, yeah. Let me go. All right. Good day at the office, guys. Good day. And what was pleasing for me, as I would have said it early in the podcast, was the intensity for the entire game. The intensity that when we scored, we wanted to score again, and wanted to score again and again. Even up to the 90+3, we had a strong goal, and you was seeing like the team on the field didn't want the game to end, and they had so much energy and so much quality about them today. And to me, I really hoping to see that going forward. That hunger, that desire to continue going forward, we don't know when we down, we don't know when we win already, but we still want to continue going. That is what I want to see, and how I saw today. And again, I feel like I can go back and watch this game again now. The game was so good.
I gotta watch it
Yeah.
back the first 75 minutes or something. So.
Yeah, no, that's how you're feeling because we haven't felt this way.
You want to see Marshall alone.
No, but we haven't felt this way for the entire season. We haven't felt this way, and it has been a frustrating start of the season for us. So a performance like today, you wouldn't mind going back and watching it, and then you might see things that they missed today and enjoy it even more. So good performance today, and really hoping to get some more of this going forward.
Simeon?
I mean, the performance was great, but like with the whole Crystal Palace and their side, like I know there's it's an asterisk. What I was looking for is there hope? Like, is there hope for the season? Performance was great, but seeing Aaron Bat, come out there and like show what he is, what we as advertised. That's what we expect from him. And see it on the field and see what he could do. Hold the ball, carry the ball, pass the ball. I mean, check, one check, Mount. Okay, the man could actually play. The man there's hope for Mount. Man come back from injury, playing confident, making good passes. You cannot see what Ten Hag was envisioning. So that's one check. Martial, something we weren't expecting. But, it's another thing you can't check. These little things keep adding up. And I look forward to the season like, what? After this bad start, we might have a good team. After all, all the memes and the laughing and the joking we get for these first few weeks. We actually have a good team that will start, will come together pretty soon. And we'll see who's laughing after that. So that's what I took from this game.
Who's in Lion?
Yeah, I think we needed that type of game from Burnley's game. We gained a little confidence, even though it wasn't the best. And today, we gained a lot more confidence knowing that we could play the football. We could play the game. Right? So I think we'll be going into that next game with a lot of confidence and hopefully we put in a similar performance. I know it'll be a more tough game, but hopefully we put in a similar performance and we take the 3 points on the weekend.
Yep.
Right, Chef.
Well, again, a good team performance. This is what we want. As you said, as Lion said, this was a game the team needed. So let's hope when weekend come, we just continue this. Oh gosh, I want us to have a breakout game in the league too. So hopefully, this is the game to really break. Let loose and let us go and have a run of wins and start to move up the table.
4-0 this weekend.
Yeah.
One better
Taking
than
that.
today.
I take in that.
We have 3 more games before the international break, and all 3 is home.
You have a nice run coming up.
Yeah, we have a decent run coming up too. But the next 3 games we have is home to Crystal Palace, home to Galatasaray, and home to Brentford. All right, that's more than winnable games.
Yeah.
All right. So if we could get max points before we go back out to before them fellas go out to international break and thing, at least we know, we did some stuff to kind of to salvage, not salvage, but to kind of recover ourselves now, boy. One thing about the game that I just wanted to point out that we had to be mindful of for Saturday, or let's see the kind of impact Eze had when he came on.
But Eze is the player. Eze take over that team.
Boy.
The man bad.
He came on and they created about 3 or 4 chances, good chances after he came on, and that was true here. So we had to be mindful of that youth man, because he's really bad, boy.
The man bad.
And then they had to think about it, and he come on after Varane come off, right?
Well, true, eh? But still, you can't. The man is a quality player. A man, I got like to see at Man
I
United.
But
just
it's a good thing. It's a
Like,
good thing we came when we see him up front and personal. So at least
Yeah.
men know what up against.
Amrabat
Yeah.
come off, all kind of things. So
yeah. I know it's had
I
plenty
just want
changes at that point.
Yeah.
different factors.
listen, I could just pray Varane can last this season, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
Ten
just
Hag
look
had to manage
so
them fellas
much
on them,
better.
boy.
Huh?
Ten Hag just had to manage them, boy. Just had to manage them.
Yeah, boy. You just
You
boy.
gotta use Harry. You gotta use Harry.
What was
Hey,
that?
Johnny Evans, boy. Johnny Evans
Johnny
looks good,
Evans,
boy.
yeah.
Even
Johnny
coming
looked
on.
good too.
Even coming on play.
Wait.
Johnny Evans look good.
How Evans could be like, trying to score all them goal? Like he just come back from, how old is he?
No,
we have,
no, I
35 or 36.
35,
we have
35.
Maguire. We have Maguire who play all these games. Who can't score one goal? Who can't hit one corner?
Oh, yeah.
And Evans just walk in.
Yeah, I think Evans ahead of him.
How?
Why?
Nah, but Evans real attacking in them set plays, boy.
I tell you, Evans ahead of Harry Maguire.
This is ahead of Harry Maguire.
I'm telling you, especially on the left side, you might see Johnny Evans and Varane in his centre back.
You're still in Lindelof. Don't see no Evans.
I expect it probably to be Varane and Lindelof.
If
If
Martinez,
Martinez in fit.
I mean, them
Why?
talk about how Maguire can head ball. Maguire heading ball over the bar, see corner flag, and Evans just there.
I still find Maguire was real sloppy and he was a little clumsy today too. With
Yeah,
some
that's
fouls
it.
and that
Evans
kind of
ahead of
thing.
Maguire. Evans ahead of
Yeah.
Maguire 100%.
But first we have grown accustomed to Maguire doing a bag of shit. Today was a little, but today was better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you see when he stopped that ball coming in, I said, wait, that going in the goal, boy? I get worried.
Own goal, yeah. Remember his own goal
Oh,
extraordinary.
Yeah.
Yeah, his
And
own
then
goal
suddenly,
extraordinary.
Harry Maguire!
No, but guys, what's encouraging for me is the fact that we're starting to have options now. So the quality of player we could call on, the level,
Yeah.
the bar raising. That's an encouraging thing.
And remember,
more than that.
yeah, and as I say, Reem, I said that, when we was really getting into a depression after Brighton, and I say, listen, all I want, I ain't gonna panic yet. I want when we at full strength, let me see how this team really could play.
Yeah.
So we will see in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. So, fellas, I think that brings us to the end of the show.
Yep.
All right. So have a good night, everybody, and see you all on
Yeah, good
Saturday.
Good night.
Blessed,
Have a good night.
brother.
Good night.
Yeah, man.